we can maybe share that later on for everybody who's interested. But yeah, let's get to July 7th today. Where do we stand with Agoric? A lot of people are also very excited, for another big Cosmos chain coming to life that's potentially going to onboard a lot of new people also from within crypto, but also from outside. So where do we stand right now? What's the timeline also for the BLD token to go live? I think a lot of people are really, really interested in that. I see people saying like, when listing? So where do we stand today?
Okay, so, first off, Agoric layer 0, the Cosmos layer, is live, has been live since last November. And people who have tokens have them in automatic contracts that have automatic unlocking. So the public sale, one of the options was tokens where they started unlocking July 1st. And so that means that tokens unlocked last Friday and started to be liquid. Now, liquid on chain only because IBC isn't yet turned on. Right. So people can do private sales or private transactions or what have you, but they can't do a lot with it that they weren't able to do. But that's coming quickly, and that'll come long before other people's tokens unlock. The other thing that happened is that the community really wanted rewards to turn on. So there was a proposal to turn them on, not at the target levels that we expect for when the JavaScript stack and inter deploy, but starting to bring up the levels so that everyone with staked build has some free unlocked build to be able to participate in the growing market. Now, it's exciting to me, actually. All the best chains came out in a bear market, and part of that is because then you get to grow into liquidity areas and exchanges and so forth. Not quite organically, but you get to grow. You don't have to treat it all as a crisis. There's time for it to grow sensibly and carefully, and that's what we're doing, and that's what we expect over the next couple of months is increasing access over exchanges, and so forth. Now, we're sort of unique in that our token was minted out of the US. That puts various constraints on us, and that's fine. Our focus is building the stack of software to enable programmers to build the next generation of stuff. And it's the community out there that's growing the connectivity into liquidity. So there's, several folks that are starting to, that are agitating for the IBC connection and actually made a proposal to get the IBC started so they can, set up osmosis pools or crescent pools or whatever. And so we're excited about that, but it is the community that does that. So that'll happen naturally. We there's free tokens out there. It's a permissionless world. We couldn't stop it even if we wanted to. There are exchanges that come and ask us, how do we connect to this, and that are proceeding with integration, but no exchange is going to talk about that until they're out, until they're ready to deploy. So all these people asking when listing, not up to me. It's up to them. Partly, Cosmos integration is slightly harder than ERC20 integration, or at least they haven't quite done enough generalization to make it as easy as it should be. And I expect them to do so over the next few months, because clearly sort of the next wave of growth really looks like it comes out of the Cosmos ecosystem. But
are we looking at weeks, or are we more looking at months? What do you think?
I think it's going to come out on Thursday. Now the question is, Thursday of which week? So the answer is, not back to see above, not under my control. People are working on it. It's exciting, and I expect it to be soon, right? But soon for some value of soon. So we'll let you know as soon. I'm excited for all these activities that people are happening, but my focus is on getting supporting people outside of Agoric that are building software on it, and supporting my team inside to finish the stuff that we're on the hook for. So,
and the community is going to roast me if I don't ask that. But obviously, we're spoiled with airdrops in the ecosystem. Is there any plans for that, or anything like that?
No. Right. No. I mean, the answer is we might do that. There are no current plans for it. I mean, one of the things is we're not an application chain. And that makes what you're doing very different. It's not, hey, come use this application. We are, our first thing, inter protocol, which we'll talk about, I presume, shortly, that's hugely important, very valuable. And my focus is enabling chains with a capital asset to make that capital asset powerful, right? You know, to be able to take Atom, to be able to take Osmo and unlock that by putting it in a vault and borrowing a stable token against it. That's huge value to me. You know, I mean, cypherpunks build code. I don't bribe people, I build code. Right. And so to me, unlocking the value they already have in their capital assets, that's an airdrop. You know, I mean, yeah, okay, it's technically different, but that's the value that is most important to me to add. Now we may, you know, I'm much more interested in then having people in a position to incentivize the right liquidity depth to enable that and so forth. But that's the first step. And then we've got tokens set aside to be able to reward people for building reusable components on the platform. And the first businesses launching once we've got permissionless deployment and all of that. So, you know, the current phase is, you know, the nascent growth. You know, there's, you know, 2 and 3 more phases, all of which will need their own incentives. So that's why, you know, it's too early for me to have planned airdrops or anything of that flavor. I mean, will we do rewards to incentivize people? Almost certainly. Will the foundation? Almost certainly, though that's also not in my control. But you know, and we're excited to you know, help people, incentivize them to be on the platform. But you know, our focus is really incentivizing builders to build, and that will create the economy that everyone wants to play in. Yeah.